Hey guys, it's Johnny with Cayenne Precision, and today we're going to do a little video about how to vent your laser engraver and some other products we're going to hop on the PC and look at later, show you things to stay away from. First off, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. We certainly appreciate it when you guys do that. So, with laser engraving becoming more popular and everybody running out and getting one, we get questions in person, and also we see a lot of stuff on social media and in some of the laser groups and stuff like that about how to vent your laser. Uh, there's a lot of false information out there. There's a lot of products out there that are going to wind up making you sick depending on what you use your laser for. For example, we're a holster manufacturer. Kydex is one of the things that we use. And when you superheat Kydex over 400 to 425 degrees, it off-gases chlorine gas, which is very toxic, can be fatal. So we have to make sure that this is vented very well. So I'm going to show you what I have first, and then we're going to get on the computer and look at some stuff, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to show you how well this system works, because I'm going to put my steel settings on this piece of plastic and you will see how well this vents. For me, what I'm using an AC Infinity 8-inch inline fan. I can't remember how many CFM this moves. I think it's around 700, 800. We'll look at it here in a minute. So it is vented directly to the window. You want the inline fan as close to the exit as you can get it. So right here we have 8-inch going off of the fan, exhausting out there. On the other end, there is one of our reducers that takes this from an 8-inch to a 6-inch line. And then we have a 6-inch long tube that comes up and goes over, and right now it's on the other side of our laser bed. We do make the reducers from 8 to 6. We can make them 6 to 4. We make fume extractors that bolt to your fiber bed. All of that stuff you can see on the website. I'm not going to show it all to you here. We also make stuff like if you're running X-Tool, we have some X-Tool where you can go from their 3.5-inch PC crap fan enclosure. It expands that where it bolts onto your 3.5 and makes it a regular 4-inch or 6-inch, whatever you want. So check those out too. Right now I don't have anything on here because of the way I'm going to be melting this. I just have this bolted up here because this also serves as a vent for the 3D printer that is next to it. So I don't usually have an attachment on here unless I'm working on specific parts, and then I will put one of our fume extractors on here so that it disperses across the bed. So there's a lot of misinformation out there on this. The minimum that you want for venting this is 400 CFM. That's what I've been told. That's what I've read. That's stated in a lot of places. 400 CFM will not vent this. I can tell you that. You do not want a 4-inch. The smallest inline fan that you want is a 6-inch. That's absolutely the smallest. In my opinion, the smallest you want is an 8, and you will see why here in a minute when we turn this liquid. I saw a video the other night, guy posted on social media and was talking about his new vent, and he had his vent hooked up back here with a small fume extractor, and he was engraving, and about half of the smoke was going into the vent, the other half was just clouding up on the laser. That is no good. If all of your fumes, all of your smoke that is coming off of here should be going in a straight horizontal line right into your fume extractor. If it's not working properly. If there is any residual smoke coming up that is not going down there, that is not what you want. We're also going to take a look at some of the like X-Tool and Glowforge. We create some of they have air purifiers. We're going to take a look at those. You do not want those. As a matter of fact, I saw something last night where a guy was saying, I cut acrylic with mine and I have X-Tool's fume extractor air purifier on here, but I still get headaches and I still smell it really strong in the house. If you smell it and you're getting headaches, that means you're breathing in the VOCs and it is not taking care of them. So anyway, We're all going to end this here. I'm going to get on the PC and we'll go back on over there and take a look at some of the stuff that you want, some of the stuff that you don't want. Then at the end, we're going to come back. Like I said, we're going to turn some of that liquid. All right, guys, we're back on the PC. We're going to take a look at a few things that you want, some things that you don't want. AC Infinity, that is the brand that I use. You can actually go on here and just look up inline fan. If I could type, it would be better. While that decides to load, we'll take a look at the 4-inch. This is the AC Infinity 4-inch. You come down here and you look at this, airflow 205 CFM. That is not good. You need at least 400. So you want to skip the 4-inch. The 4-inch is one of the most popular ones for laser engraving. I don't understand why guys continue to use this and then post about them having headaches and crap like that. Which there's a coupon on here. These are expensive, but they're not near as expensive as these so-called fume extractors and air purifiers that we're going to take a look at in a minute. Inside the office that this particular engraver's in, we do have an air purifier in the corner of the room. Has a air quality monitor on it. We don't use it for anything other than basically keeping dust off of the PCs. It has no effect on all of the VOCs and the gases and stuff like that the laser is actually producing. So we're going to take a look at the AC Infinity 6-inch inline fan. This one, you'll notice right here, has an airflow 402 CFM. That is the minimum that you want. So make sure when you're looking at an inline fan that you have at least 400. I highly recommend, it's not that much more money, to bump up and go with the one that I just showed you that we have over there, which is the AC Infinity S8. We might have the A8. We have the AC Infinity 8. If you'll notice right here, airflow 807 CFM. The fan on that has settings 1 through 10. So if we're doing something like 3D printing, we can just run it at partial speed, or when we're actually using the fiber laser, we have it running at max capacity. And like I said, we do have the reducer going from 8 to 6 on 1-inch, create a little bit more vacuum at the actual laser head. So what you're looking at here, guys, and this is, like I said, there's an A8, there's an S8. This one's 159. The one that I actually have is not the, it has a different controller than this, and it was 139. So you're looking for the fan, the adapter, 8-inch hose, 4-inch hose. You're all in for $200 or less. Just keep that in mind, $200 or less, and you can breathe nice clean air. This will actually pull the door open that is in this room if it's not latched all the way. It has that much negative pressure. This is taking everything out. So back to the inline fan tab, you can bring up stuff. I would stay away from this junk like Vivasun and stuff like that. Let's see what another one good. I've heard good things about this one. And right there, it's an 8-inch. It's $71, guys. And like I said, mine's 130 something, 139, I believe. This one moves 807 CFM. The reason that I did not get this one is because you can see the projected delivery date. They were too far out. Every time I have ordered an inline fan, this company has been too far out. But if you guys can wait for it, that's a dang good price on an 8-inch that's moving 807 CFM. So 4 you do not want. 6, nah, if you absolutely have to. But if you're buying the 6, spend the extra $40, guys. Just do it right and get the 8. So this brings me around to this, which I hate Xtool's website. It's just Chinese spam. We'll see if we can get through this with minimal pop-ups. This is the Xtool Safety Pro AP2 air purifier with Super Cyclone system. This has all of these filters in there. 95% remove fine dust, 97% absorb odors, 99.9% HEPA, and 84.4% harmful fumes, 90% intercept the visible substances.
They are really pushing this thing, guys, and they're telling their customers there's going to be a class action lawsuit one of these days, and they're like, if you ever use this and you experience lung failure, um, this right here is the system that I saw posted on social media where the guy was saying that I'm still smelling fumes and I have a headache when I'm using this. And I caught a lot of flack when this came out. I was Xtool was constantly promoting this. It was one of the featured ads that I kept seeing on my social media because I'm in this world, and I kept commenting on it every time saying, "How many CFMs? How many CFMs? Tell us." They don't, and they never would answer the question. And they're paid promoters. They have a lot of paid promoters, paid influencers would get in there and say, it doesn't matter. The CFMs doesn't matter because it filters 99% of dust, VOCs, and odors. Okay, here's the thing. You need to know what volume it is moving to know if it will filter 99%. If it filters 99% of the VOCs, I'm just going to throw some numbers out there. So say you're putting off 400 CFMs of fumes and smoke. This thing can only handle 200 CFMs, for example. I don't know that. And it cleans 200 CFMs at 99.9% efficiency. That's great. Except for the fact you have another 200 CFMs blowing up in your face and all around the room and in your house for your pets and your kids and everyone else to breathe. Um, I finally got blocked in a lot of Xtool stuff because I hammered on this every time it came out. Tell us the CFMs, tell us the CFMs. They wouldn't. They kept saying CFMs do not matter. It absolutely does matter. It's great that it filters 99%, but if it's not pulling in 100% of the VOCs, filtering 99% of 50% really doesn't make a crap. And if you notice, this is $999, whereas you can actually vent 100% for less than two. So stay away from these. Anytime the manufacturer is telling you they have an air purifier, they have an air cleaner, they have whatever, stay away from it. This is another system that guys are using, and they're still getting smoke, they're still getting smell in their house. The reason I bring this up is because even a friend of mine said that a family member of his, it's a young couple, they're in their 20s, I think, and they have a small baby at home, and she got a laser engraver to start doing some Etsy type stuff so she could be more of a stay-at-home mom. And so I was telling him to make sure she does this, this, and this, make sure she gets the vent set up. She does not want that stuff in her house. And he comes back and tells me that he told her that, but she talked to the company she bought the engraver from, and they sold her a purifier and assured her that it would work. And that just makes me sick. These companies with their advertisement, it's a bunch of crap. So anyway, this is another one. For example, this kind of thing right here. It's not worth it, guys. This might be worth it if you added it in with two or three other pieces of equipment to try to do the same thing. This is not going to pull the VOCs, the CFMs that you need it to pull to eliminate all the VOCs in there. It's just not going to do it. So they have these, they have them bigger. If you are going to run laser engravers completely indoors using some kind of purifier, you're going to be looking at a $15,000 to $20,000 commercial HEPA filtration system. You ain't getting it for this, guys. You're not looking at a good 15 plus grand. It's not working. Here's another one. This is another one that's really popular in the laser community that is just absolutely horrendous. Um, a Fume Clear FC100A. It's a solder fume extractor. Right there, guys, 117 CFM. They at least are honest and tell you this is how much it will pull. So when you need 400 CFMs to move all the VOCs off of your burn table and this will clean 117, you got problems. And again, $278.99, guys. When you can go right over here, you can get this. Matter of fact, let me just see if right there's mine, guys. That's exactly the one that I have. Um, And it's actually dropped in price since I got it, and the reason that I got it is because you can get it here stupid fast. Um, sorry, excuse me. $129, guys, right there. The AC Infinity Cloudline A8. It's not extremely loud. They say it's quiet. Running on 10, it's pretty noisy, but it's okay. It's just a little bit louder than what the fiber laser is when it's powered up. So there's that, and then there's 8-inch ductwork. It is $36.99, and then I don't see the 6-inch on here. I'm not going to go hunt for it. You guys know what it is. So anyway, there's that. And then you can get these fancier. This is the A8. Everything's manually controlled off of that, which you probably saw when I panned the camera across my laser. You can get fancier ones. The one that's $159, I believe, is the one that you can control off of your phone using an app. I'm not sure. We didn't need that. So this is a phenomenal brand. I love this company. I love their fan. Like I said, this one right here, I really do want to test out someday. And when we redo the shop and add the next laser, I'll have a little bit more time. I'll probably order one of these in order to try it out. It's moving 807, and the one that I have is moving 724. They downed this number. It was at 8. I could have sworn when I ordered mine, but mine's moving 724 CFM, and this is the one that I said if you don't latch the door, it will actually pull the door open, which can kind of really catch you off guard the first time if you're not expecting it, guys. So anyway, bottom line, air purifier, fume extractor, fume purifier, all of that crap, discount that. Get you an inline fan, set it up right. Set you want the exhaust as close to the exit as can be. Then string the other hose over to your work area. So anyway, all right, guys, enough about that. I'm gonna hop off of here. I'm gonna turn the camera back on the burn table. We're gonna turn some plastic liquid, and you're gonna see a nice big stream of smoke going completely horizontal, nothing vertical. So we'll see you back over there in just a minute.
Alright guys, we're back on the laser. I have a 3D printed test piece laying up here that I'm going to turn my steel settings on and just start melting a hole through it. It's going to put off a lot of smoke. I'm going to use a flash. Got the lights off here. I'm going to use a flashlight to try to keep on the smoke so you can see the smoke trail. It's fixing to get really loud in here. I'm going to turn this, laser's already running. I'm going to turn the fan all the way up to 10, and then we're going to run this piece. Alright guys, I don't know if you can see it, but it's still smoking down deep in there. Alright, so I'm going to end this real quick, let that quit smoking and cool down, and then I'll be back when I don't have to yell at the camera. Alright guys, I'm back. As a matter of fact, I took that piece out into the shop and put it out there because it's still smoking. So anyway, as you can tell by that video where I had the light, I hope everything came out good. I won't know until post. So pretend this was the tube that I had up there since it was a cylinder. This was pulling so much CFM that instead of the smoke just going vertical, it was creating cyclone effect around the part. So you could actually, sitting watching it from the side, you could see the smoke was coming off the top, rolling down the side of it in a cyclone, and then straight in. So it wasn't even going perfectly horizontal. It was going down and then horizontal. You will not get that effect with these fume extractors and purifiers and all of that crap that they're trying to sell you for $1,000 to protect you and your family. It will not work. You need something like this, and people have asked me why. Why don't I get a professional setup like that? Because that is not a professional setup. They just tell you it is. There are different ways to do this, guys. This is the one that works for me, and you can see why. I mean, you just saw the video, that's why. So anyway, I hope this video helps someone out that is trying to get into this. I hope you can take our experiences and experiments and what works and what doesn't, and save yourself some time and headache and some money along the way. But anyway, guys, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. We'll be back for another video. I had one in mind, I can't even remember what it is, but we've got some exciting stuff coming up. We got a stream light coming in. We're going to be engineering some new keys for that. Some new pistol testing coming this year. I don't even know what the next one will be, guys, but we'll see you in that one. Thanks.